If we look at the data on depression from the time before you know what happened, we find that over 13% of American adults are taking antidepressant medications. That number may be higher now, given that adults with symptoms of depression and anxiety increased to over 41% between the years 2020 and 2021. Polyphenols are a class of plant nutrients that are involved in a wide array of human nutrition and health. And as you can see, there's quite a lot of different polyphenol compounds out there, such as flavonoids and isoflavones and anthocyanins, to name a few. And as you can probably also guess, polyphenols are found in a lot of different foods, ranging from dark chocolate and green tea to apples, beans, and even coffee has polyphenols as well. Blueberries are a potent source of a class of polyphenols called anthocyanins. As you can see, 3.5 ounces of blueberries has way more anthocyanins compared to other healthy foods like cherries, grapes, and nectarines. Polyphenol anthocyanins have been shown to have a variety of protective effects in the body, such as reducing the risk of not only heart disease and diabetes, but maybe even having protective effects in the brain as well, such as slowing the pace of memory decline. Brain effects. What about depression? Might blueberry polyphenols help depression? Well, research does link eating a high polyphenol diet to having less depression, and while that's nice, it's just an association. In other words, it doesn't prove they are connected to each other. What we really need is some clinical proof. The effects of short-term blueberry flavonoids on mood in children and young adults. 21 young adults and 50 children are given either a placebo drink or a blueberry drink that's rich in blueberry flavonoids. The drink used between the adults and the children was essentially the same and contained about 1 ounce of freeze-dried blueberries mixed with 1 ounce of orange juice and 7 ounces of water. The researchers performed before and after tests on mood state and discovered that in both young adults and kids, blueberries improved mood. In other words, everybody seemed happier after they consumed blueberries. Now, this is a very interesting investigation, but let's remember it's only a short-term study, only evaluating mood after 2 hours. What happens if you consume blueberries for a longer time? The effect of 4-week daily wild blueberry supplementation on symptoms of depression in adolescents. 64 boys and girls between the ages of 12 and 17 are given either a blueberry drink or a placebo drink each day for 4 weeks. More specifically, the wild blueberries were supplied by the Wild Blueberry Association of North America, yeah, that's right, Big Blueberry, and contained about a half an ounce or 13 grams of blueberry powder that was mixed with 1 ounce of orange juice and 6 ounces of water. Oh, and by the way, in case you're curious, both groups of kids in this study were consuming the same amount of fruits and vegetables before and during the study, which should come as no surprise is actually less than the recommended amount of fruits and vegetables that's recommended. So what happened? Well, it's reported that adolescents consuming the blueberry drink reported significantly less depression than those kids who were drinking the placebo drink. As for levels of anxiety, however, there was no difference between the blueberry drinkers and the placebo drinkers in terms of anxiety. However, the idea that blueberries reduce depression is impressive, to say the least. As for how blueberries might help reduce depression and improve mood, well, it's postulated that perhaps the flavonoids in blueberries may work by increasing blood flow to the brain. Other researchers have suggested that blueberry anthocyanins act as natural MAO inhibitors. MAO is short for monoamine oxidase, and it's an enzyme that breaks down neurotransmitters in the brain, keeping their levels higher for a longer period of time. I personally also wonder if blueberries might improve depression by improving the gut microbiome diversity as well. However, all this is interesting. Let's keep in mind all of it is speculative and definitely warrants further research. The idea that we might have a natural help for depression in our refrigerator right now is tantalizing, to say the least. While more research definitely needs to be done on this topic, I don't see any downsides to eating more colorful foods like blueberries. What do you think? Until next time, I'm Joe from SupplementClarity.com. Take care.